All right, Fight Mike, you know why I'm here. I got Yaya Rincon in the house. She's fighting GKO this weekend coming up, August 29th. It's a rematch against Brooke Mayo. Tell us about it.
Well, first of all, do I talk in here like this? So we fought back in October of 2014, and I kind of took some time off and was like focusing on school and whatnot, and then she fighting, you know, like a lot, which is admirable. I mean, I applaud her for that, but I just didn't have the time for it. And you know, fighting as an amateur, you don't get money, so I'm just trying to work towards my dream without like crushing it, you know, because I don't come from money, and it's just like every day is a battle for me, but I'm still in it, which is like I love it. So
Well, you know, there's a lot of good fighters here, Team Alpha Male, it's no secret. And I know you train people like Paige Van Zandt. She's doing awesome. And you know, a lot of people are talking about you. You could be the next big thing out here. I know you're talking about how...
who said
I'm just telling you what people are saying.
it's like I get kind of surprised when people know my name. Like, you wrote me a message, and I'm just like, what?
I pay attention to all the fighters. And of course, I would like to interview all the fighters, especially the ones that are making a big splash. And yeah, so I knew I had to get an interview with you. This is a big one coming up. GKO is a pretty good local show. And Brooke was looking pretty good in her last fight, but you beat her already. So what is it you think about your style, the way you're fighting, that's going to give her problems? I mean, I know you beat her already, so what do you think that it is?
I think my first few fights were so close together. I was still like in the, I'm in the cage, like I have to get it done. So if you watch my fights, it's more like just throwing punches and like trying to finish. But I guess a lot of people don't know that I come from karate, so I have those kicks. And when I transferred to MMA, it was all jiu-jitsu. So there's a lot more in my arsenal that I've been showing, and I'm extremely comfortable at this point. You know, my last fights, I was like freaking out 3 weeks out, like, oh, like the stress level is like super high. And now I'm just like waiting so I can just like showcase my skills. You know, I'm ready. She's going to be fighting the best me out of all of my fights. So I hope she's ready too.
I know you train over Fabio's Prado's Jiu-Jitsu Academy. How long have you been training with Fabio?
A little over a year, I think. I train at Fabio's 5 days a week, and then I try to make it up here at least 3 times a week, but it's kind of far. And then I'm doing my kickboxing at night. And so I'm getting, you know, to train every aspect of my game. So I'm just super confident.
Your arms are looking bigger than mine. I'm not even joking. Who has you on this? What kind of a weight training program? What is it that you do besides jiu-jitsu and besides the karate, besides all the other stuff?
Believe it or not, I used to be a power lifter. So in my downtime, I would just like pump it out, and I wasn't fighting for a while, so I was just lifting and like working on my fitness. My other fights, I didn't have one. I kind of did it on my own, but right now I'm using Justin Lyon. I don't know if you've heard of him, but I hooked up with him about a week and a half ago, and like 2 days later, it was like 5 pounds, like that. And I was talking to one of my buddies, like I look extremely strong. Like I feel like my other fights, I was just like starving myself, but now it's just like I'm feeding my muscle but losing the fat, like the way you're supposed to be doing it. So you just left it there, like continue.
So who's like your main training partners, like as far as getting ready for a fight? Is it like Paige, or who is it that you roll with to really get you right, the last things tuned up?
Oh, like in general? Oh, I just train with everyone. I try not to set myself to one person. Like Paige, she's an amazing fighter, but obviously there's going to be, you know, another training partner who has something that she doesn't have, or she has something that another training partner doesn't have. So I think once I came up here and started training alongside Team Alpha Male and meeting all of them, it really like opened up the possibilities of the type of people that I could be fighting eventually. So just everybody, really. I love everybody.
What's your tattoo right there say?
Oh, it's in Thai. I got it with my sister. It hasn't been activated yet. It's a prayer.
Fire?
You're like continue. No, it's a prayer, like a yaunt.
Oh, I see. What? Whose idea was that?
It was mine. It's like it's too personal.
Just tell a fight back no sometimes.
It's like the fighting questions are good, but like once you start asking me about like, oh, what's your tattoo? I mean, it's like red face. I'm embarrassed.
I don't see any red.
Really?
Come on, I'll give us some red. Cameraman has a red t-shirt. No, so people want to find you on social media, if they want to look you up or maybe buy tickets from you, how can they find you on social media?
So it's really easy. My name is Yaya Rincon, Y-A-Y-A, and then my last name is R-I-N-C-O-N, but I'm the only Yaya Rincon. I think that's one of the reasons why I changed like my full name to my nickname on Facebook and my Facebook page, because Cheyenne is just too long.
So want to give some shots to sponsors, management, or particular people who helped you get ready for the fight?
Shout out to all the homies. No, let me think about it, because I always feel like I forget someone. Dominatrix, 5150 Fightwear, Yakuza Moon. Guns, that was the one. ASP Guns in Vacaville.
Can't forget them. She even did the thing right now. Yeah, good. All right, guys. She has this big fight coming up. It's August 29th. GKO. Hit her up on social media now. You get a hold of her. That's Yaya Rincon on Fight Mike. Her face is still not red. Making me look dumb right now.
You don't look like a DNB, that's for sure.